Clean Impact Rockstar. What is a Clean Impact Rockstar to you? What it is to me is a person who takes their job serious. Now, I'm not saying you can't have fun. Everything is, everything is super strict, and you know, I'm not saying that. But you do, you take good accountability in what you do. You got good responsibility in what you do. You do your job well. A Clean Impact Rockstar is on time. They come to their meetings. They go above and beyond. Everything that's in the core values, everything that got to do with the core values, that's in a Clean Impact Rockstar. Be a Clean Impact Rockstar. A Clean Impact Rockstar don't let certain things get to them. If they're having a bad day, you're not going to be able to tell they're having a bad day, because once they step foot in, and through that threshold and those doors to get down and dirty, you're not gonna know what they got going on, because they're the same every time. They're Clean Impact rock stars. They keep the same, the same look on, the same good look, same good smile, same good energy, and they just keep doing their thing. Now, granted, I know people go through a lot of stuff, and some stuff may be bigger than what other people's going through, but hey, everybody's going through something. So don't let the fact that you think, oh, Kirk doesn't ever go through nothing, Angie doesn't ever go through nothing, they just always walk around and tell us what to do. Mike doesn't ever do nothing, they always just walk around and tell us what to do. Everybody's going through something. But we all here to help each other be clean impact rock stars and live up to our name and be professionals and do what we got to do to get our jobs done. That's what a clean impact rock star is. So don't take this bad. I don't want anybody to take this bad like I'm getting on somebody or anything. But take this into consideration and take this with you, whether you leave here next year, whether next week is your last week. It doesn't have to be just for Clean Impact. Take those core values and breathe them in, and really, it's almost the end of the year. We almost close to fourth quarter, It's time to put a little gas on it and, finish this boy out and be the rock stars that we is to the customers that we need to be, that we serve. Other than that, man, I just wanted to give a little word of encouragement of what I feel like being a Clean Impact rock star is. Whatever you feel like being a Clean Impact rock star is, put it down below, and hope I see some good responses. Another thing I want to say too, as I just majorly switch my location, is shout out to the Westside YMCA and the Downtown YMCA. Shout out to everybody who's been holding it down while we doing this camp. The camp been crazy this year. I don't know about out west, but downtown the camp was crazy. So shout out to everybody who stayed down. It was a little rough, but today's the last day, so Monday, back to the basics, man.